Hello students, welcome back to our channel. Students, in this video we are going to discuss an important theorem from class 12th mathematics chapter 5 differentiation, and the name of the theorem is mean value theorem or LMV, which is Lagrange's mean value theorem. In short we call it LMV. This is from exercise 5.8 of chapter 5. Obviously if it is exercise 5.8 then it is from chapter 5. So what is mean value theorem? Mean value theorem says that for a function for a function f having domain say a comma b and codomain as R, if, or we should start it like this, that if a function f a comma b R is continuous in closed interval a comma b and differentiable in open interval a comma b, then there exists a value c which belongs to open interval a comma b such that f dash c is equal to fb minus fa divided by b minus a. Okay, so what is the logic behind this theorem, what this theorem is saying? Now let us take the graph of a function fx. Now this is the graph this is fx and this is x. So this is the graph of the function, suppose fx, and on this graph we have 2 points, x equal to a here and x equal to b here, and the value of function at x equal to a, the value of function at x equal to a is this, and the value of function at x equal to b is this. Let us call those values as fa and fb. So this is a, this is b, this is f of a, and this is f of b. Okay, so if this function is continuous from a to b, continuity we have already discussed, differentiability we have already discussed, that if this function is continuous from a to b, that is there is no break in the graph of the function when we move from a to b, and if it is differentiable at every point between a and b, then there exists a number c between a and b which satisfies this condition, right? That is Lagrange's mean value theorem or LMV. Okay, what is the logic? Suppose let us first find this thing. What is this? This length is what? And this length is what? Obviously this length is b minus a, right? From a to b this length is nothing but b minus a, and this length is f of b minus f of a, because this is fb, this is fa. So if we write FB minus FA upon B minus A in this triangle, this is nothing but perpendicular upon base. And if this is perpendicular upon base, then clearly if this angle is theta, then this represents the value of tan theta. Clear? Okay. Then obviously you can clearly see the shape of the graph or any other shape of a continuous function from A to B. We can make a line parallel to this line at any point which is on the graph of our function. So we can say that this dotted line is tangent at this particular point, right? You are getting my point. We have drawn a line parallel to this line which is at a point tangent, which is a tangent at a point C on the graph of the function fx. Then obviously if these two lines are parallel, then this angle will also be theta. And if you extend this and touch this with x-axis, then this angle is also be theta. And we know that the derivative of a function at a particular point is nothing but the slope of the tangent, right? So this tan theta is nothing but the derivative, because the slope of this line is also tan theta, because these two are parallel and parallel lines have same slope, right? So this tan theta is nothing but the value of the derivative of function at that particular point, which is f dash c. So there has to be a point between A and B which satisfies this condition. That is what this theorem is saying, right? So we can easily prove this theorem for a given function. When the question comes from this part, the weightage of the question is generally 2 or 3 marks. So always a polynomial function is given which is not to be proved as continuous or differentiable, because polynomial function is continuous everywhere and differentiable everywhere, right? So we will just write the first 2 points. So this is a question from NCERT exercise 5.8. Verify mean value theorem for this function in the interval a comma b, where a is 1 and b is 3, for all c belongs to 1 comma 3, for which f dash, find all c belongs to this, for which f dash c is 0. Okay, that is other part. Verify mean value theorem for this function. So we will say since fx is a polynomial function, so it is continuous and differentiable everywhere. It is continuous and differentiable everywhere. Now let us find this value fb minus fa divided by b minus a, and we will put this equal to f dash x, and we will solve this equation and show that the x which is coming from this equation belongs to the interval 1 comma 3. Okay, so what is fb? B is 3, so fb is, put 3 in the function, so 3 raised to power 3 minus 5 into 3 raised to power 2 minus 3 into 3 minus f of a is 1, so let's put 1 over there, divided by 3 minus 1 equal to the derivative of this, which is 3x square minus 3x square minus 10x minus 3. Okay, what is the value? This is 27 minus 9 into 5, 45 minus 9 minus 1 minus 5 minus 3 divided by 3 minus 1, 2 equal to 3x square minus 10x minus 3. So 45 minus 9 is 54, 54 minus 27 minus 54 is minus 27 minus 8 plus 1 minus 7, so this is plus 7 divided by 2 equal to 3x square minus 10x minus 3. So this is minus 10 by 2, sorry, minus 20 by 2, which is minus 10. So minus 10 equal to 3x square minus 10x minus 3. So if we take minus 10 on that side, this equation is 3x square minus 10x plus 7. 3x square minus 10x plus 7 equal to 0. Okay, now solve this quadratic equation. If we solve this quadratic equation by middle term splitting, we will get 3x square minus 7x minus 3x plus 7 equal to 0, and take x as common. So this is 3x minus 7, this is 3x minus 7 minus 1 equal to 0. 3x minus 7 into x minus 1 equal to 0. So the value of x is 7 by 3 and 1. So value of x is 7 by 3. 7 by 3 is 2.3. And this value, what was the interval? What was the interval? So there must be at least one value which belonged to that interval. Interval was 1, 3, right? Interval was 1, 3. So this is the value which belongs to that interval, which verifies our mean value theorem, right? So this is the meaning of the mean value theorem and the feel of the mean value theorem. That is why the statement is given like this, because it has some logical meaning. So I hope the meaning is clear to you, and using that meaning you can solve more questions based on LMV. You will find these questions in exercise 5.8. You can solve those questions. I'll meet you in the next lecture. Till then, all the very best.